I hope you're well. I am excited because today is my birthday, and so I thought that we could talk about something that relates to ending and starting. Most of the time, we are so careful about how we end something, or even sometimes we are not even careful at all about how we end or how we begin. Okay, we just want to find ourselves in it and going, and when it ends well and good, and then we proceed to the next. But in other cases, people think about how they end. Probably you did not have a chance to think about how you start. Okay, and so you have a chance to think about how you end. All right, and so I'm doing this video just to help us think about how to start. Okay, how to start a new year if you are turning a year older, or how to start a new year in January. All right. So most of the time, as I was saying, is that people think about how they will end, because probably the beginning did not give you an opportunity to think about how to start. But uh, ending is just as important as beginning another season or another era. How you end the previous one is just as important as the beginning of the next, or the beginning of the next is just as important as the ending. And for example, during birthdays, people make sure to, on that day, have the best day of their lives in whichever way they can, whatever best means to them. And others would throw a party, others would want to spend time with family, others would want to do this and that. But really, we do not take time to prepare ourselves for what is coming, and not exactly for what is coming, but for the next. Okay, and we really do not know what tomorrow holds. Okay, our faith is in God. We do not know how, for instance, 2024 is going to be. Okay, but there is a limit of power that God has given believers. All right, that is, you are able to take charge of your mind and of your heart, as concerns the things that we do here on earth. Okay, so I am able to prepare my mind and my heart for what is coming, for the person I want to be, let me say that, in 2024. Yeah, so it is like not preparing a child for school when their first day of school has already come. You can imagine that they are supposed to report to school tomorrow. Okay, but you did not buy uniform, you did not buy shoes, you did not buy any book, a school bag, a pen. Okay, we easily do it for other people when they're having a start, but most of the time we do not do it for ourselves. And by ourselves, I do not mean throwing a party. By ourselves, I do not mean throwing a party or going to places or doing things on the outside. I mean, how prepared, how fair are you to yourself when it comes to preparing for the next? Okay, so one way in which we can do that is positioning ourselves correctly, and in the places where we know that we will meet, okay, or we will, collide with, okay, the things that will help us become the people that we hope to be in the next season, in the next era, in the next year. Okay, and in preparing, I would give this example. In Kisumu, the public service vehicles that go to Nyamasaria, okay, take a different route from the ones that go to Kondele, for example. Okay, so you cannot want to go to Kondele and stand by the road or the route of the vehicles that go to Nyamasaria. They are different routes. Okay, so you have to position yourself correctly on the route that will take you to where you are going. Okay, so that means that you have to follow the right pages, follow the right people, qualify relationships and think about them, and make certain changes in your life here and there that are going to prepare your heart and your mind for it, because it is very important to have a good mindset or perspective to the things that you want to achieve or who you want to become. Okay. Normally those things that we really hope to become or to do are driven strongly by what we think, are driven strongly by my perception about it, by my mind, my heart. What do I think about it? And most of the time, our perceptions are influenced by the things around us. Yeah. And therefore, we have to really take inventory of what is my thought about having a child, what is my thought about school, what is my thought, because that is what I want to do. Okay. What is my mindset about getting married? What is my mindset about starting a business? What is my mindset about starting a podcast? What is my mindset about all of those new things, all of those things that we hope to become and probably to do? Okay, so it is very important that you have the correct mindset, and the only way to have the correct mindset is to position yourself correctly to the places where you will get a positive influence. Okay, a positive influence for your mind and your heart. Be blessed.